Hello everybody and welcome back to the farm here on No Man's Land. We've done quite a bit since we last vlogged, or the last episode. The mower's back in here, we finished with that now. That's obviously ours. We had to buy the Anderson bale picker-upper for about £50,000. We're down to 56 now, because we made an epic amount of silage bales. We literally mowed everything we own, from right over, just over this side and behind us, and all the way over there, and right around the outskirts of the whole farm basically. We've mowed pretty much everything. I think we've ended up with about 6 and a bit loads. There's 2 there, that's 4, 5, 6, nearly 7 including this bit. So, but we've had to drop it all off. We've got to wait for it to be silage. At the moment it's on 3%, the last ones I dropped. So when they're done we can take these and sell them. The grass isn't great quality, some of it. So I don't know what sort of silage it's going to make. I don't know if we're going to get a lot of money for this or very little. So it could be a big payday or pretty much a letdown. We'll have to wait and see. So we also had to hire a tractor from the shop. They said that when we finish with that they'll probably take the baler back. So that's just sitting there at the moment, but we're not paying for it. But we had to hire this Landini, which is all they had, to do a ripping job, which we'll show you in a minute. They've also taken away the International. We've decided that has pretty much had it. And it went with the cultivator, so we've been paid for that. We had to get the Landini because we put this on the mower and the baler and it just wouldn't run it. I think the rear PTO has got a bit of an issue. It basically kills the tractor when you try and use the baler, and it would hardly move. Yeah, we can see now why it sort of got dumped in the bush. The previous owner must have got a bit fed up with it, but it's not good for PTO work on the back anyway. So it pretty much kills the tractor. So that's why we had to hire this at the last minute to put the front mower on and do the baling with. We did use the steer on the bale collector, but what we also discovered while we were around here and done all our mowing and bales was our boundary. We thought it went about, I thought it was about halfway up this hill, which was about right, but also you can see that patch. We've had someone in, we did have 66,000, but we've had to pay someone 10,000 to come in and line this bit of ground that we ploughed. So you sort of see where we've mown there. I'm going to stand up on this rock, but we've just made a bit of a sort of a square field there. When we realised our boundary actually just runs down the edge of those trees, so we had all this bit of land to play with. Well, obviously we made silage off of here already, so we've gained, we'll be gaining some money from that. And we're thinking about maybe putting some oilseed rape in here when we can plant that, so the drill might have to hopefully last a little bit longer. So we've got that prepared and ready. So all we're waiting for now really, I think, is to sell these silage bales, but we can't until they're fermented. So we're just gonna drop this plough back off. So we'll just leave that there for now. I said to them we'll hang on to this for a little while, and they've agreed we can keep hold of it. I said we might need it when we sell the silage bales. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take a bit of a chance on it, and I know the steer is quite in need of a service. So we're just going to run that over to the workshop. Give this a good service. Let that warm up a bit so the oil warms up. We have had to buy also a fuel tank because we were running out of fuel. We've got nowhere to put fuel, so we've had to buy this tank. So that's sitting here for a minute, so we'll just wait for this and then we'll give it a good sort out. So we have found a little bit of an issue with this, and we're having to take it to the shop to finish off getting it serviced, which hopefully they can do. So I've been waiting here for about an hour now, and they've finished with the tractor and finished it, and it is back up to scratch again on the servicing anyway. That's cost a few £1,000s. So let's see if that makes much difference. Just gone into the red as we're coming up here, so until we do another job with it we're not going to know. So we'll get back to the farm and do our next jobs. So we'll just park this back in the shed for now. And do our next job, which is to start getting ready for some chickens. I think what I want to do is start pulling out some of these bushes to make an area here, because it's going to be a bit unsightly with all these in there. So we're going to start taking these out. So we'll come back when we've cleared all these bushes, these horrible bushes out of the way. So we've been a bit busy for a few hours. We've taken out all these bushes here and had a bit of a bonfire and burnt all the bushes up, and I popped back out and got some chicken fencing, trough. So I think this is all ready now for us to get chickens. So we need to go off and find somewhere we can find them. But we'll probably do that in the next episode. Might take a bit of finding. Not quite sure where you source them from around here. but we will hopefully sort that one out. So we have been to the shop and leased a fertiliser spreader. We thought we'd better put some fertiliser on these soybeans at least. So it popped up there in the Landini and got some. We did just have some fertiliser delivered as well. So if we've got enough left, I'll probably do the other 2 fields. So that can be in the soil for when we drill. So now we do our new field that we've made. Put it back to full width, and we're going to go and do the field that's going to be our wheat. Then we can run this back. So that's all the fertilising we can do. We couldn't afford a fertiliser spreader, the only one they had was this, and it was about 25,000, so we didn't have the money for that. And there was nothing in the sale, so we'll run that back shortly. I've still got some fertiliser here that was delivered, which I paid for. I've got no way of putting it under cover, so I have to hope it don't rain. So for this episode, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you again next time. Well, hopefully we're going to get some chickens. So thanks for watching. Cheers.